adopted 2 little Christmas angels, so let's go shopping. We're gonna do the little girl first because obviously I've never shopped for a girl, so let's find some Barbies. Okay. As you can tell, she gave us a hefty list, so let's see what we can do. They said to spend at least $30, so we're gonna aim for $30. But my thing is, I don't know what ethnicity she is, so I don't know her skin colors, so I really don't know what kind of doll to get her. Found the baby alive, everybody. And that's the whole budget. So I bet you this is like the off-brand of Baby Alive because the packaging is almost identical and the dolls are almost identical. But I don't know how she feels about on-brand, off-brand. If these kids are truly in as much need as you guys are saying that they are, they would be grateful for anything. And they're like, they probably get off-brand stuff all the time. This is their one time out of the year to get stuff. Okay, that's great. At the end of the day, they're gonna be grateful for whatever they have, and if they're not, that's on them and their upbringing. Like, you can't.
You're a nasty, disgusting individual. There's something wrong with you in the head, and I really think you should evaluate your life. Especially because the person that posted this nasty, 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 gross video, I know fits the stereotype for having no less than 10 Stanleys in her cabinet right now. But we'll talk about children who are the poorest of us, who are the poorest among us. How dare they want something that brings them joy? How dare I have to spend more than $30 when I have hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of reusable cups in my cabinet? How dare they request that I get something for them for Christmas?
You made more money on your views for this video than you'd even think about spending on 2 of these foster kids.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Selena and today we have some mess to get into and it's kind of festive. Unfortunately, this story really annoys me, but we'll get to that. If you're new here, welcome. I am Selena. We dive into messy tea over here, commentary, just things that are happening on the internet. If that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and subscribe. If you're coming back, welcome. I missed you. Yes, I've been away a little bit and it's time for my announcement. I'm pregnant! I don't know if you guys could tell from my last video, because I can tell, but yes, I wanted to wait until I was 3 months pregnant to say anything. That's kind of why I've been MIA. Check out this bump real quick. Oh, and before you ask, there's just one in there, okay? So, here I am, and if I am out of breath, that is why. I noticed that ever since I was 6 weeks, I have been showing, in my opinion, not like I had 6-pack abs before, but I was like, hey, I see a little something in there. So, according to my phone app, I think I'm an orange? Let's see. This is the fun part. I know y'all come here for the tea, but I also give you some of the tea from me and what's going on in my life. If you'd like to know more about the tea going on in my life, like lifestyle, vlogs, travel, go ahead and check out my personal channel. That's selenajosephina.business. That one's more so just for fun because this channel did start out as that. Then I got into more commentary because I love just chit-chatting and talking with y'all. As of today, when I'm filming this, I'm a peach. Okay? So yeah, I guess I'm 14 weeks if you want to be specific about it. So that's kind of why I've been MIA for a while. The fatigue is insane. I know you've probably heard of that before and you're like, whatever, you know, they're just tired. No, it's bad. Y'all know I work full time, so I come home and then I just be asleep and then I don't know what day it is, what time it is, and then I have to go work the next day. The last video I published on here, that took me a month to edit, so I'm trying to do better now that I'm in the second trimester because I really miss you guys. In the midst of all that, I did travel a little bit because my cousin is getting married and we've been getting kind of close this year. The wedding is out of town, and so I just went to the bridal shower. I also went to Colorado. Here's a fun picture my friend said I could post on my social, so that's us. And yeah, it was pretty fun, pretty quick. When we planned that trip, I was not pregnant, so I really wanted to do a lot more hiking, but we just kind of kept it chill, did a little bit, and tried a lot of food. Anyways, let's get into the tea. Let's get into the mess. Speaking of the holidays, whether or not you celebrate, I do think this is a very interesting discussion and I really want to know your thoughts about it. So please tell me your thoughts down below. There's this lady, I do not know what her name is, and I did not know who she was before this, but her name was It's Cookie Dough on TikTok. She had over 300,000 followers on TikTok, and it looks like she's a mom of 2 boys. So just some things to note. Boy mom alert. And you know what? I hate that that term boy mom has been kind of a negative connotation. So for those who don't know, let's look up the term boy mom, because it could be, oh, just like you're a mom of a boy, you know, just like girl dad, right? But there's a negative connotation with boy moms, and just so I can articulate myself correctly, let's look this up. The term boy mom, according to this AI interview that I just looked up, or according to this AI overview, oh my gosh. The term boy mom has 2 meanings, a neutral descriptor for a mother who has sons, and more recent, often negative internet slang term for a specific parental stereotype. So I think it initially had a neutral meaning. But let's talk about the negative meaning, because I think that's what people are implying, and this is important for context before we get into the video. Some of the major things about a boy mom in a negative connotation: hyperfixates on her son's gender, making it their entire personality, identity, displays favoritism, especially if they have another child and it's a girl and they just treat their boy differently. It's my son, blah blah blah. Coddles and overprotects her son, creates an unhealthy oh my gosh, creates an unhealthy emotional attachment. So you'll see those creepy boy mom videos where it looks like GROOM, you know what I mean? Or just y'all are a bit too close. I'm gonna play a couple of quick examples here.
You looking sexy and beautiful. Thank you.
I never thought that I would be that toxic boy mom. I love my 4 kids equally, but that last little boy just hits different. And now I feel like I'm having this existential crisis. Before I wouldn't be that mom, that toxic boy mom. He hits his sisters, he punches them. I'm like, maybe he's having a hard day. So when I think about my daughters getting married, I get excited, right? Think about their dresses, planning their weddings. When I think about my son's wedding, I want to cry. Boy moms, we got to step up. We got to realize that we are the problem.
Anyways, so I'm just going to call this lady Cookie Dough because I don't know her name. And ironically, her new username is Be the Change You Wish to See in the World. And so Cookie Dough is her name now in this video for context. But she does this video with her husband, and I think 1 or 2 of her sons come to the store with them. They do an angel tree, and if you don't know what that is, the Salvation Army has an angel tree program. It's just an opportunity to buy toys for kids who have signed up, and there's some criteria to be an angel tree recipient. There's like an income limit and things like that, and according to the Salvation Army's website, Salvation Army Angel Tree Program helps provide Christmas gifts for hundreds of thousands of children around the country each year. Once a child or senior adult has been registered and accepted as an angel, their Christmas wish list is shared with donors in your community who purchase gifts of new clothing and toys. The gifts are distributed to the family to place under their Christmas tree. And they do need a lot of information to see if you're eligible to be an angel, like your documents, birth certificate, income, making sure that whoever signs up for the children, that they're the legal guardian or the parent. And I didn't know this, but senior adults can be in it too, so that's cool. So yeah, I'm gonna split this video up. Normally I play it in full, but I want to talk about what she buys for the girl and what she buys for the boy. It's a really long video. It's 5 minutes, so we'll come back after she does the girl's presents. But here's the first half of Cookie Dough's video.
Adopted 2 little Christmas angels, so let's go shopping. We're gonna do the little girl first because obviously I've never shopped for a girl, so let's find some Barbies. Okay. As you can tell, she gave us a hefty list, so let's see what we can do. They said to spend at least $30, so we're gonna aim for $30. So she definitely wants a Barbie doll, but my thing is I don't know what ethnicity she is, so I don't know her skin colors, so I really don't know what kind of doll to get her.
What is Baby Alive? What is Sparkle Brown? What is Baby Alive shampoo? Like, this aisle is nothing but Barbies. I don't know what.
We're boy parents. Found the Baby Alive, everybody. And that's the whole budget. So I bet you this is like the off-brand of Baby Alive because the packaging is almost identical and the dolls are almost identical. identical, but I don't know how she feels about on brand, off brand.
Those eyes look crazy.
Look at those.
Yep, you're getting me in my sleep.
Okay, so she doesn't want a Baby Alive doll, she wants Baby Alive shampoo, and I cannot find that anywhere, so.
They got food and diapers, and then powdered doll food.
Okay, so she did ask for just a baby doll, so I think we should just go the baby doll route because we'll be able to get her at least a few items.
Perfect start, Carter.
Alright, so I think we're gonna go with this one because
It covers like 3 ethnicities.
it's only $10. Yeah, you don't know what ethnicity she is, so she's fine. And she sucks her thumb, and it has underpants and a headband, outfit, and pacifier. So, and it's only $10. So we're gonna do this so we can get her some more stuff. So as I'm reading this, it's a lot of stuff that you really have to like look for and know what the heck you're looking for. Like it says Baby Alive shampoo, Snuggle Sophia, Barbie Dreamtopia, Mermaid Chelsea doll, like twirling Ariel toy. I don't even know. I feel bad, but I feel like we should just do the baby doll route. I mean, that's simple, right?
Yep,
Right?
You're so right.
All right, you guys, I genuinely think we should do this with the stroller and the little like doll carrier. What do you guys think? What do you think?
Yep.
I think so. It's $34. Call it a day.
You about
we should get
broke
this for
the
a
show.
little girl, guys? Little girl?
Yeah, let's see. I can pop it out.
That's a good idea. And then what about this, Carter? Should we get this for a little girl? No.
No.
She likes baby dolls. What do you think?
Something.
Alright. Baby girl's done. Let's go. To the boy. My specialty. Pookie Pookie, can I see that so I can put it in the buggy? Thank you. What we're doing is we're donating toys to kids who don't have a Christmas. So what are we doing, Luke?
Getting kids they can have toys for Christmas.
Amen. There you go. Okay, so Jordan looked up the Snuggle Sophia Sparkle Brown, and he said that's exactly what she wants. So he's thinking we should just get that, call it a day. And I was thinking you should get all of that, but I don't know. What do you want to do? You signed up for it.
Look at that.
All right, that's it. She's going to get one present to open on Christmas. This is Chelsea right here. So it's probably that little girl. I don't know. These are... Oh, right here. Club Chelsea, maybe? Right here, Jordan?
Mermaid Chelsea doll.
Oh, damn. She's so specific. I told Jordan, I was like, you just made me do all that thinking and problem solving just for you to go and pick out your choice. So I was like, you know what? Just do the boy. Okay, so what's wrong with Sophia Sparkle?
She wants Snuggle Sophia.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. You figure it out. We're also getting this for Carter for Christmas. This is like his big present right there. This is like a funny example between men and women and boys and girls. This little boy only put remote control, car, skateboard, soccer ball, Legos. Like literally 4 items. And the rest of that girl's page was like covered at the toe. So he's going to be very easy to shop for. I feel like we should do what? Remote control car and a
Soccer ball.
Okay. Okay. What? Isn't that the biggest, coolest monster truck ever?
Yeah.
Carter is obsessed with like extra large vehicles.
Mom, look at this, Mom.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That is so cool.
What kind of energy was Cookie Dough giving in this video, in your opinion? I feel like she didn't want to do this angel tree at all. It's not like anyone put a gun to your head and said, hey, you gotta buy gifts for the angel tree and make this your content, right? Like, was I the only one who got that? There are a few things, and I actually took a lot of notes because this situation is crazy and there's a lot of drama about this. But anyways, we talked a little bit about the boy mom thing. I've noticed that in the beginning, she said we're boy parents. She also said, we're gonna do a little girl first since obviously I've never shopped for a little girl. You were a little girl once? Am I not mistaken? And then when it came time to do the boy, which I know we're going to get into that, but she said my specialty. I thought that was kind of gross. I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way. Don't know this lady. But yeah, that was kind of weird. Immediately, she was talking about the budget and she said they want us to spend at least $30. So basically, that's the budget. That's the maximum. And I think that's kind of interesting. You know, people have mixed feelings about the budget because they're like, oh, why do we have to pay this much? But if you think about it, Gifts have a threshold. If you have a holiday exchange for gifts and it's like a white elephant, they have like a $10 limit. Even if you have a white elephant exchange with your family, it might be like a $25 minimum. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend $50, but they have a specific number, so at least it's kind of evening the playing field, you know what I mean? And also it's for the kids. I just feel like the way she went about it was kind of crazy, and then she kept going back to the budget and changing the list. Going back to the boy mom thing, she was saying how it's funny the difference between boys and girls, how the boy just kind of had simple, vague things on their list, but the girl was very specific. And she's like, she's so specific. But honestly, in my opinion, that helps, because I want to know what kind of shampoo for the doll. Okay, a Baby Alive shampoo, great. They also kept acting like, what is this, what is that? When clearly both parents have smartphones, so whichever phone you're not filming on, just look it up. If you want to film your process for an angel tree, I don't know why you're just kind of like being dumb about it. Oh, what's this, what's that? Oh, I don't know. Well, look it up. It's not funny. I didn't like her attitude about that, but also, who knows these new toys nowadays, to be honest. Like when I was playing with toys, I had the Bratz dolls, I had Barbie dolls. Now there's these things called Littlest Pet Shop, and that's probably outdated now. So of course, you want to look up what kids want. Kids know about the new stuff. The way that she kept bringing up the little girl's potential ethnicity was kind of weird. She kept saying, well, I don't know her ethnicity, so I don't know which doll to get her. But you can get her whatever kind of doll. It doesn't have to be the same skin color you are. Again, me with the Bratz. I had Chloe, Sasha, Jade, and Yasmin. I didn't have that many Chloes. I kind of had more Yasmin, Jades, and Sashas. But yeah, I think that's kind of crazy. Actually, I still have them. I can't find it. But they're somewhere in this house. Anyways, what do y'all think? Do you feel like if you get a doll for your child, it should be the same skin color that your child is, or you should get a plethora of different skin colors? So it did seem like they were kind of obsessed about that when she finally picked out a doll and it wasn't necessarily white, not necessarily black, it was in the middle. And the dad was like, oh great, it's like all ethnicities in one. Like, y'all are being weird. But I will give the dad credit because he actually looked up exactly what dolls that this girl wanted, like the Chelsea doll, because they were confused, like, is it this, is it that? So shout out to the dad for that. We want to give kudos and credit where it's due, but I just thought that was interesting. Like, this cookie dough lady was so over shopping for this little girl. Oh yeah, drink of the day, water. We also need to talk about this beggars can't be choosers mentality, because this whole time she made the $30 budget, right? And she kept saying, oh, well, I want to give her these 3 gifts instead of that one gift. I wouldn't want her to open just one gift on Christmas, which I get, especially for children, right? You want to make sure that they have more than one thing to open, right? But everything that she picked out was not on the list. And so I just thought it was interesting because she was like, she should be grateful no matter what, which we'll get to. But that was also the mentality she had in her first TikTok video. So towards the end, when the husband was kind of just contemplating what gifts they should actually get for the girl, she kind of got testy in my opinion, because she's like, you just made me do all that thinking and problem solving for you to not pick it. Well, fine, this was your idea. You have the final say. You do it. It was not collaborative. Like, I get this is probably your account, Miss Cookie Dough, but just why this attitude? Like, I don't know. And what's crazy is that this lady gets sponsorship. So it's like, do you get sponsorships being like that? I don't know. Okay.
People have been saying that the It's Cookie Dough Angel Tree drama lady deleted her account after everything went viral, but that's not true. She just changed the username on her account. People are also saying she deleted all of her videos. Also not true. She still has 2 videos up, and those are both paid partnerships. But aside from that, all of her other videos have probably been privated and not deleted, so I'll tell you why. With her videos being privated, they are no longer eligible to be monetized in the Creator Rewards program. But I can guarantee you that by the end of the month, when they're rounding everything up, those videos will all become public again so that she can get her like $50 or whatever off of those videos. If you private them and then make them public again, you can get the money that has been made from them. But if you delete the videos, then you can't get those funds. So we'll see if the animals are going to have a Christmas or not. Because she said she would have rather donated to animals than done the angel tree, so I don't know why she did it in the first place. But that is a lot of work when you could have just been like, hey, you guys, I was wrong. I'm sorry, let me make it right. Instead, you do all this.
So something that stood out to me too is the husband looked up the exact doll that Cookie Dough's angel, the little girl, wanted. And she said, what's wrong with Sophia Sparkle? And the husband said, Snuggle Sophia is what she wants. Why is the husband doing way more? He hasn't shopped for a little girl either, but you were also a little girl as well. Even if you didn't play with dolls, didn't you want something specific at some point? Like maybe you wanted the pink jump rope instead of the purple, or you wanted a bulldog and not a chihuahua. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's not like this angel is like, I want Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head, and I want 64 pack of crayons with the sharpener, or I don't know, I'm just trying to think of toys that I like, but actually that would probably be within the $30 budgets. You get what I'm saying. So I will give Cookie Dough kudos just for wanting to give the little girl more than one present. Everything else I do not agree with. What's also interesting is in the midst of shopping for this girl, she proceeds to show her son expensive toys. So there's a $60 truck and then there's a $110 truck. And she shows her son that like, oh, look at this, buddy. And in my opinion, she's probably gauging to see if they like it so she could get the son that for Christmas or something. I just thought that was so distasteful. Because keep in mind, Cookie Dough filmed this, edited it, and then proceeded to publish it. We talk about this all the time. You know, that was a choice. Filming it, the whole thought process was a choice, whatever. But you published this, so just let that sink in. Now we're going to dive into her buying angel tree gifts for her boy angel. Then we'll talk about that. Then we'll get into the comments, which is probably your and I's favorite part, my favorite part of these videos. And then we'll dive into her responses after that. So check out her buying for this boy angel and tell me if you see any differences.
All right, so here remote control cars are about $35 minimum. So I think we're gonna wait and hold off on that and go to Walmart because I feel like we can get more for the little boy instead of just like one toy. I just feel so bad opening one toy. But I guess one toy is better than no toys. Okay, we went to a different section and they have this, so I think we're gonna get this for the little boy. This is, yeah, this is for the little boy. Carter goes, oh. I'm gonna see how much they are and Daddy's gonna decide.
Mom, pick me up.
Please?
Please.
Carter, look at this big old crane. You like that? You want that for Christmas?
$12.
Oh, perfect. All right, guys, we can get this. We can get this for you guys.
No, I want that.
What? You just said you did.
No, I know. Pick me up.
What'd you say?
$10.
There you go. Look at that.
Did y'all notice how she was just loving how simple this one is? Oh, soccer ball, monster truck. Yeah, we're just gonna get everything below $30. That's so much easier than trying to find Baby Alive shampoo. Ha ha ha. It's just so weird. Like, this is your specialty? My baby is not out of me yet, so I don't know what it's like to buy gifts for my own child. I have a niece and nephew, but I just feel like it's not that different. And especially too, just thinking about what's going on in the world with SNAP benefits getting cut and the eligibility process changing. And if you think about it, you could also make the same argument about donating for a food bank or a food pantry, right? Recently we donated to a food pantry and someone said that our donations were bougie because we had like domas, we had these Italian breadcrumbs that we had just bought, but it's like, you know what, someone else may need it more than we do. What else did we have that could be considered bougie? Oh, we had some of those tuna cans from Costco, the Safe Catch one. So I just think it's kind of interesting because people will have the same mentality for food banks. Oh, people are hungry, they're going to be grateful for whatever they get. You know, if I was in their shoes, which I have in my upbringing, yes, they're going to be grateful that someone's going to provide a meal for them or some food for them, but it's like, would you just want 500 cans of clam chowder if there were other options out there? It just seems performative, and then it also seems like, here's a little bit of this. Oh, you're hungry? Here's a clearance cookie from the bake rack. You want some of this day-old bread? I don't need it anymore. You know what I mean? And to also know that this lady gets sponsorships, she's an influencer with over 300,000 followers. I know that TikTok doesn't make as much money in the creator fund versus YouTube or maybe posting on Instagram, but knowing that she has a big platform, she probably has things on Instagram, but sponsorships pay you a lot more than the watch time you would get from TikToks or YouTube. With that said, I'm not saying this lady has to spend $60 on each angel tree, even though she would for her son, but the whole behavior and the mentality behind it. So that's just my opinion about that. Like, it was pretty clear. And you know what? The majority of people are thinking the same thing. Like, lady, you know that this angel tree was optional?
People in the comments are saying, thanks for being the example of what not to do for angel trees this Christmas. She replies, actually, the example would be to not donate, but you're welcome. This makes me so sad for the little one. You could just donate to Toys for Tots. She replies, don't be sad. She got toys off her list. If you're gonna get one thing for each kid, respectfully, just put the tag back or donate to a toy drive. She replies, respectfully, brush up on the meaning of Christmas. I agree with the commenters. I mean, thank God that her husband was willing to Google the things that the little girl actually wanted, and $30 was the minimum spend, not the budget. And I also didn't like how throughout the video she was also pointing out the toys that she was going to be purchasing for her kids this Christmas while doing the bare minimum for those kids. This is her TikTok account. Let me know your thoughts down below.
Serena Neel is an amazing person to watch for angel tree content. She messed up an item for a little girl. She thought she wanted a honeybee stuffed animal, but someone in the comments informed her that the little girl actually wanted the Honeybee Acres toys. So she went back and bought them and added them to the little girl's bag. Like, that's a real angel tree shopper. And she always goes above and beyond for the kids. Oh, there's a lot of people talking about Serena doing a great job for the angel tree. Watch Serena. She's an actual angel. Support her, not this, please. Let's just watch a quick video of Serena's angel tree video just to see, because I've never heard of her.
I got 3 tags. I have a 14-year-old girl, a 15-year-old girl, and a 17-year-old boy. So let's go.
Look at this nightgown. It has little dawns on it.
I'm at a new Walmart, so it's fun to see all the different things.
Like this. I'm swamped. It says, you are gorgeous inside. That's cute. Oh, these pajamas are so soft. Let's get those.
Okay, fashion show. For my first girl, I have this outfit, sweat set, and a fuzzy jacket. It's fuzzy on the inside. Socks, underwear, beanie, and a glove, and I need to go get her shoes. For my second girl, I have this outfit, and these jeans have little shiny things on them. They're so cool. A pair of sweats and a coat, socks and underwear, beanie, and gloves, and these cute little sneakers. For my boy, I got socks, underwear, beanie, and some sneakers, a pair of jeans, and a pair of cargo pants. He said he wanted loose pants, so we got the relaxed fit, a white short sleeve and a black long sleeve, a sweat set, and a coat. Okay, that's it for the clothes, so let's go get some toys. The 17-year-old boy wants a JBL speaker, music keyboard, and a gaming chair. I've never bought a chair before.
Oh my gosh, this is crunched. Let's see if we can get this box because it looks the least damaged.
Useless cameraman.
Yeah, put it on the bottom.
Thank you. So now I'll get a JBL speaker.
Hello.
I just think that black one.
This is perfect.
They don't have music keyboards here, so we're gonna need to maybe get that somewhere else. My 14-year-old girl wants perfumes, blue cordless beads, and gold bracelets.
These ones look like the Sol de Janeiro, so I bet they smell really yummy. Oh, I love this.
Do I want one for myself? Kind of. We'll be twins.
Perfect.
My next girl wants a bike, a queen-size pink comforter, and an eyelash kit.
This is cute, and this is double-sided, and it also has flower sheets. Okay, hey, welcome to the party.
We literally went to a music store and bought a piano. Thank you.
With somebody who loves me. Don't you want to dance? Don't you want to dance? Say you want to dance. I want to do a heat with somebody.
I'm gonna get them some skincare too. I'm gonna do a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a little lip balm.
So for the lashes,
I got this kit, 2 refills, and then some strip lashes and glue.
I thought it would be fun to give her my lash kit that I just did, but it's sold out, so I sadly can't. But I'll do these ones.
Like a fun scrub for the girls will be really cute too. I feel like this is perfect for the boy. I have shampoo, conditioner, body wash, lotion, and deodorant.
Whoa. Wow. Cool. Okay, let me give you a toy haul.
So for my 17-year-old boy, a jacket, a sweat set, 2 outfits, a hygiene kit, a JBL speaker, shoes, socks, underwear, a hat, a keyboard, and a gaming chair.
So those things I'll put in a bag, but for these big items, I'm gonna put tape right here. And I'm gonna write Angel Gift Tree on it and then all of his information.
And then hopefully it gets to the right place. My 15-year-old girl, shoes, socks, underwear, and a beanie and a coat, a sweat set, 2 outfits, a comforter set, a bike, helmet, pump. I also thought about getting a lock would be a good idea if she wants to take it to school or something. And then a bunch of lash stuff and some self-care items. And for my 14-year-old girl, shoes, socks, underwear, and a beanie, some skincare, some perfume, a shower scrub, some bracelets, some beads, a fuzzy jacket, a sweat set, and 2 outfits. This might be the biggest one yet. Do you need help? Both of my hands are full. You're doing so good. We put tape on the bike too. So I have my 2 girls in my bike, and then my boy stuff's kind of bulky, so I have that right there. Can I just leave Angel Tree over here?
Yeah, absolutely. Leave it right there. We'll take care of it.
Okay, thank you. Merry Christmas.
I'm never gonna stop complaining about how it's pitch black at 5:30 at night.
And then for me, I just got some Christmas pajamas. So
Merry Christmas.
See, that is how you document the process. If you were going to make Angel Tree your content for TikTok, that's the kind of way you should do it. Okay guys, this is what my Angel Tree wants. I'm thinking this, she has this on their list. I'm thinking that, he has this on their list. What do you think? Okay, it's this specific thing. Why not? Let's do that. Or I don't see that. Okay, what else is on their list? When people make these lists, they put several things down. It's just like Cookie Dough was offended. I don't know. Like, what the heck? So let's dive into one of her response videos. I should have mentioned this, but of course all of her videos are deleted, right? And so shout out to the TikTok creators that got these recordings. And keep in mind, she's responding to a comment that says, I hate seeing people get stuff they didn't ask for. If you can't afford, please ignore the ticket.
I have seen so many videos about people regretting doing an angel tree, and I would read the comments and it will have the truth, because I posted an angel tree video. I got so many comments about this saying, don't put the tag back. If you can't buy everything, put it back. Okay, first of all, y'all need to go watch Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas again and figure out the true meaning of Christmas. Let's get that straight, okay? And second, it is so funny when I see people come on TikTok, come on videos in general, and jump to conclusions. So let me just post something real quick on my greens.
Okay, what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3 items, all that were on that little girl's list, okay? Wait a second, hold on, I got something better. Look at the date. Picked up November 10th. Today's November 12th. I posted that video last night. So, that's embarrassing for you guys.
People who are going out of their way to help other people who can't do something for their kids, let's not judge them. How about that? Let's not critique them. And especially, let's not critique if you're not doing it as well. So I hope that every single one of your angels that you guys said negatively about my own angels make out better than the 3 toys that I got her, and the remote control car and the soccer ball and whatever else he got, because I told him, I said, you're gonna finish this because you're the one who signed up for it. And I literally said in the video, I was like, I just picked out 3 items for this little girl. You said it, you didn't want to get those, so I was like, you figure it out. Sure enough, he did. November 10th, today's the 12th. So like, guys, first of all, if these kids are truly in as much need as you guys are saying that they are, they would be grateful for anything. And they're like, they probably get off-brand stuff all the time. This is their one time out of the year to get stuff. Okay, that's great. At the end of the day, they're gonna be grateful for whatever they have. And if they're not, that's on them and their upbringing. Like, you can't, I grew up poor. Have y'all had the electric turned off? Okay, have you had to brush your teeth with a gallon of water? I know what it's like to grow up poor, okay? So let's just be kind this Christmas. And if you guys, I literally watched a video of a girl who saw her angel parent post the stuff she bought her child for the angel tree and just bashed her. And I was reading the comments, and people were like, this is why I don't do angel trees, because they ask for stuff that I can't even buy my own kids. And it's like, don't even say like, leave it for the people who can buy stuff. Because hold on, let me look it up. Okay, so y'all got lucky, and there's no set number for how many angel tree children do not get picked up, but I was looking at different sources. One was Salvation Army from 2024 that still needed 150 kids to be chosen. And one was another one that needed they actually had 70 that didn't get picked up. So just look at those numbers. Like, not every kid gets adopted. So don't say just put the tag back and let a family who can do it. Okay, that's insane to say to somebody who's donating. And we're also donating to animal shelters because that was my charity. The angel tree wasn't even my choice. It was Jordan's. I pursue animals when it comes to donating because, like, animals didn't ask to be here. I mean, shit, kids didn't ask to be here either, but you would catch me on a foot website trying to buy my kids their damn Christmas. Like, that's what I would be doing because kids are just as innocent. And I truly think that the world just needs happiness. It needs kindness, okay? So it's always the people who didn't donate either who walked past the angel tree and said, you know what? And the funny thing is the area that Jordan got this from, they literally told him, they said, hey, just spend $25 before tax. Like, when did all these guidelines get set on how much you need to spend and how many items you have to get off their Christmas list, all this stuff? But at the end of the day, we still got 3 items off of her list before y'all even said all this shit. So y'all just look silly. And this blush is too damn red. But it's okay, because I don't take shit personal, but I just don't like hypocrites either. So may y'all's angels be blessed, because by the looks of my comments, they're about 70 adopted angels. Anyway, have a great day and be kind to somebody, okay? You guys are grown adults. Let's just act it.
Also, if you're not putting your hair in a bun overnight, what are you doing? This is my bun hair. What? What? She's beautiful. Just like my little angel. Even though I don't know what she looks like, but I'm assuming she's beautiful. Because we're all beautiful. Except when our hearts are ugly.
Cookie Dough was so excited to tell the viewers that they are dumb and that they look dumb because she picked up the presents that the girl asked for on November 10th. And I guess the video was published on November 11th. I'm jumping ahead, but she never gave her angel those gifts, by the way, just saying. It had me thinking, so if you picked up the gifts on November 10th, the video was posted on the 11th, then why wasn't that included in your video at the end? Even though you looked like you hated this whole process with the angel tree and everything, why not include that? Because there was some sort of editing process you had to do to put that on TikTok. And if she picked up the gifts on November 10th, she must have placed the order ahead of time or before publishing her video. So why not include that at the end and saying, hey, we actually ended up getting her the baby alive stuff she wanted. This is what we ended up getting. It would have been easier to order online. Done. Even though she still looked terrible with her process of trying to find the gifts for the angel tree, that could have been an option. I honestly think it's her husband's idea, or it was, to get the exact baby alive shampoo and the doll that she wanted. I don't think it was her, and in my opinion, I think she's trying to take credit for it. What we find out later is like, well, why are you even telling us this if you never gave the angel tree those gifts? Let me just go back to my notes. Yeah, she did admit that her husband picked out the gifts and they were on the girl's list. Great job taking credit for that. Something that bothers me in general, let me know if this bothers y'all too, is when people say that they know what it's like to grow up poor and then they act like this, because that just makes me feel like you don't know. And I don't want to discount anyone's experience, but how can you act like that and then also say that you know what it's like to have the lights turned off? Because you can also know what it's like to have the lights turned off and not necessarily be in someone else's shoes, right? If there was some sort of hurricane. Hurricane Helene hit us a year ago now. That was one of the times that my lights have been turned off, but that was by a natural disaster. I have also had my lights turned off because we got evicted 3 times, but those are 2 different things. If I would have just experienced Hurricane Helene and not my upbringing, I think I would be a totally different person, right? And so I say that to say she would not have this performative, I'm helping by buying an angel tree gift. There's 2 things in my opinion that could have happened. Either she really did grow up in a not so great situation, but now that she has money and stuff now, she either A, forgot what that was like, or you know how some people, like, they're just in a new situation and it's like, hey, don't forget your roots. So that could be it. Or it was another situation where it's like, okay, you may have suffered one time and then now you have this attitude all the time. Entitled. That's just my opinion. Don't send any hate to anyone in these videos, okay? And I think it's also very ironic to say that and say, let's just be kind this Christmas. Because she has an attitude in this response video as well. And so I'm just like, what is going on? Anyways, I also thought it was interesting that she said this is why she pursues animals, because they didn't ask to be here. And then she backtracks and says, well, kids didn't ask to be here as well. What? Of course, both didn't ask to be here. And you can prefer animals over kids. There's lots of resources to help both out. And y'all know I'm a dog lover, and I just love animals in general. But still, I just feel like she was trying to say, oh, this is why I like to donate to animals and not the children, as a mother herself, which I think is just kind of crazy. That didn't make any sense to me. And if you look at her caption, it says, I'm praying for the people who judge others for giving back if they are not doing it themselves. Hashtag angel tree, hashtag Christmas, hashtag donation, hashtag bullies. Now let's watch the other response video that I could find.
Okay, so there's obviously still some confusion that a lot of people are unaware of for some reason. So I think that video was posted 11/11, okay? So it was exposed to the world on 11/11, right? The order purchased from Walmart with the proof that it was purchased, the order confirmation, whatever it was, 11/10. So we had already gotten the little girl's items off of her list before that video was even posted, before you guys even knew we went angel Christmas tree shopping. Okay, so this is my point. They're like, oh, well, you didn't include that in the context. I shouldn't have to. If somebody is donating their own money and their own time, I shouldn't have to clarify what all I bought. Like, since when did it become such a stigma for Angel Tree? Like, you have to buy everything off the list. This is what discourages people from actually donating. And this is why trees are left so full. Because people are like, if you cannot buy everything off the list, then you don't need to get anything at all. Put it back. So the tag can just sit there, or you want to risk the opportunity that maybe somebody will buy everything off of their list. Like, it's just crazy. But you know what? It's fine. I can take the heat. It's whatever. If you guys want to bully and bash, that's on you guys as a person. I know what I did, and I know I gave 2 little kids a Christmas. So that's fine with me. I will say that was Jordan's charity. He picked the tags, he read the tags. I didn't even read them. I didn't even pick them. I didn't even want to do the vlog, but he said, you should vlog this. I was like, okay, sure enough, my fucking love. But you know what? It's okay, because all of the proceeds from that video are going towards my charity, which I pick animals. I choose shelter animals because so many animals are left on the streets. I worked with animals. I've seen people drop off their dog that they've had for over a decade to get euthanized and don't even stay. Drop them off like they're chopped liver. Animals, there are so many charities and so many food organizations that contribute towards kids, and there are very minimal that contribute towards animals. So I would like to choose animals, and I have that right. Just like you guys have that right to have a charity. Or you choose for animals. I understand angel trees are the people who really can't afford gifts, correct? And at the end of the day, I still didn't even get her 1 gift. She got 3, and they were all on the list to the specifications. Because I even sent a video to Jordan. I said, you figure it out. Because you signed up for this, and this is a lot. You figure it out. And let this be a lesson to you guys. Like, quit jumping the gun on social media. Oh my Lanta. Like, you guys are so quick to attack and judge. But that's okay. You want to drag my name through the dirt. You want to post my videos. You want to talk about who I am and how I can't afford angel trees. But I did the $30 minimum. $25 before tax. But maybe you guys can be the example and do more. I already had the link in my bio too for the Salvation Army for you to look up your local Salvation Army so you can donate double, triple, quadruple. Please. If me getting negative reviews, negative comments because I'm donating, that's on y'all. That's not on me. I don't care. I did my part. Jesus knows. So, prayers, love. This is probably the last I'm gonna make off this video because actually, you know what? I will be probably making a dog donating vlog video because I just like to do that. And that's okay. The world needs peace. It really does. The world needs patience. It really does. Oh my God. Never would I think a donating video. Like, who tells people not to donate? It's crazy.
She said if these kids are in a much need, as you guys say, they'll be grateful for non-name brand, which is true, but the point of Angel Trees is to spoil these kids once a year. They get non-name brand things probably all year, and this might be their only chance all year to get name brand things that they literally choose and want. If you can't afford to give them that experience, don't grab an Angel Tree. I hate the idea that people in need should be grateful for absolutely anything. The thing is, they probably will be, but they shouldn't have to. They deserve nice things too. Totally agree. Just in my experience, I did switch schools, and I went from a lower income school to just like a average middle class school. And at the middle class school, I noticed that everyone had like Hollister, Aeropostale or Aeropostale, however you pronounce that. American Eagle, everything, and I did not. And I remember so badly wanting to ask for us to go to Plato's Closet and stuff like that so I can get name brand things. And so I did at one time, but then I was like, this is dumb. Because no shade to those department stores or to those companies, but I had this hoodie that just said AERO, and I'm not a big fan of words, but I just remember I will always remember that because I really wanted to like fit in and just, you know, do whatever the kids are doing because I was new. And it was one of those schools where you could live anywhere and go to that school. I was switching from custody was switching, and so I was living with my other parent, and so I went to that school. Yeah, so it was like same financial situation, but my peers had different tax brackets and everything. And so if you think about it, I can assume that the people who are angels, they may be wanting some name brands and things like that. And so if you are purchasing gifts and clothes and toys for an angel tree, it's just kind of shitty to just do the generic or just do whatever's cheapest, in my opinion. Not saying that, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy Dior or whatever for my angel tree. Just like think about that. If someone wants Baby Alive versus Great Value Barbie, do the Baby Alive if it's on their list. This is literally a voluntary thing. If you plan to do below the bare minimum, don't do it. Arguably not enough backlash. That's interesting. That makes me so sad. The girl asked for very specific, easy to find, and reasonable gifts. Say hi to Mochi.
Can I be mean for a second? I think you are a nasty, nasty, nasty individual to go get a tag off the angel tree and try and humble children who are poor. I think you're a nasty, gross, disgusting, horrible individual to even be able to come out of your mouth and be like, well, they didn't have any presents last year, so they better be happy they get presents this year, to voluntarily go to the angel tree and then be like, here's your present. You're a nasty, disgusting individual. There's something wrong with you in the head, and I really think you should evaluate your life. Especially because the person that posted this nasty, 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 gross video, I know fits the stereotype for having no less than 10 Stanleys in her cabinet right now. But we'll talk about children who are the poorest of us, who are the poorest among us. How dare they want something that brings them joy? How dare I have to spend more than $30 when I have hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of reusable cups in my cabinet? How dare they request that I get something for them for Christmas? Some of you are just bad people. Like, I'm not even, because I see people tiptoeing around it. I see so many people, because it irritated me to my core this morning. I see so many people tiptoeing around it and being like, like, I'm not trying to pile on. I am. You're a bad person. You went unprovoked, got a name off of the angel tree, saw the list, and then decided to record yourself saying that they should be grateful because you spent $25 before tax and they didn't have a Christmas present last year, so they should be grateful they get a Christmas present this year. You're a bad person. You are a bad person for that. That is a horrible, 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 horrible way to look at charity. That is a horrible way to look at kids. These are kids. These are kids who don't get anything, who don't have anything, who are on the list because they have nothing. Oh, y'all are bad people. And I think there needs to be more public lashings, because this isn't somebody that recorded somebody in the store. This is an individual who did this, recorded it, edited the video, uploaded it, and then has double, triple, quadrupled down on it. Okay? Bad person alert. And I don't really care. I'm just gonna have to be mean about it.
I want to be careful how I phrase the things that I'm about to say because I don't want to attack anybody. But I saw this video and I immediately saw right through it. You started this video out by saying that there is a $30 minimum for this foster child from the angel tree list. And you immediately say, so we're gonna aim for $30, the bare minimum. Okay. Then you proceed to say how she's got a lot of things on these lists and she's very specific. That's what they were told to do, is to give a list of the things that they asked for. Then you proceed to act like you're going to get all these different things, and you put on this show just to give her one single gift that is $30. God forbid you spend the extra $10 to get the stroller or the extra $20. You made more money on your views for this video than you'd even think about spending on 2 of these foster kids. I want to be careful how I...
The bare minimum for children who get the bare minimum all year. That is so true. Not to mention these kids probably think they're asking Santa for these items. And the obsession with ethnicity made me so uncomfortable. Yeah, because you know she's probably assuming that they're all people of color too. Boy moms are never, ever, ever, ever beating the allegations. That is so funny. And I'm laughing, and I am probably having a boy. I actually don't know the sex yet. I just got my blood test done, and so we'll see. I do think from the old wives' tales that I believe I'm having a boy. I'll definitely keep y'all updated. And I love y'all, because my family does not even know yet. My extended family, they don't know that I'm having a baby yet. So, yeah. You guys know I love you guys. But as a boy mom, I hope I'm not the negative type of boy mom. I can laugh at that comment, okay? Why is she like intentionally punishing the little girl she literally chose? True. The minimum is $30, so let's aim for $30. Bro, if you can't afford the minimum, why even bother? Do people know the angel tree is optional? I can't get her a Barbie because I don't know what skin tone. Huh? Just get whichever one, or even better, get 2 or 3 so her Barbie has friends. That's so true and so cute. Yeah, get her more than one. I had dolls of all colors as a kid. I don't understand why that was even a question. When my daughter was in this stage, she had a doll from just about every race and ethnicity. She's obviously shopping for a little baby, so get the Barbie and she'll be happy. Honestly, that reminds me, I used to have the Brandy Barbie doll, and we had the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen twins Barbie dolls too. And so I think that's just very special. Shout out to The Puzzle Place. That was one of my favorite shows growing up. But I had Leon, I had Sky, Jody. I had Jody and Julie. So that was a very diverse puppet show, very educational. Sometimes I watch the episodes on YouTube. Don't judge me. And yes, my child will probably be watching that too if we can. But I think it's very important to have a diverse group of toys, if you can, for your child. Why not? It's very important because they should have representation, but especially for teaching them early on. You know, you should have that exposure to other cultures, in my opinion. Finding all the exact toys and choosing not to get them, that is kind of true though. All right, y'all, so CO Housewife on TikTok. She has 69,000 followers. She gives us the tea and an update on how we know that Cookie Dough did not give her angels those angel tree gifts. So the fact that Cookie Dough was saying, oh, I picked the gifts up on November 10th, and the video was posted on November 11th. Lo and behold, the angels never got their gifts. So check out this video by CO Housewife explaining the update with the angel tree.
I have a major update from the angel tree controversy. Remember, this lady went to the store and begrudgingly picked out an angel tree and then continued to like berate her and didn't get her anything that was on her list. Well, I made a follow-up video saying that I would be more than happy to shop for that angel tree girl. And the plot twist is insane. So I'm going to insert a video of exactly what I said. Somebody who had nothing growing up but knew what they wanted, like, that girl is my girl. Turns out this girl is my girl, and she is from my hometown, which I have to add, I left immediately after graduating high school. So I was able to get in contact with the person who is in charge of Angel Tree there, and we spoke, and she was so kind. So the gifts have not been turned in yet, but they will be in 2 weeks. So as soon as they are turned in, her and I are going to be in contact, and anything that was not received off of that girl's list, I will be personally fulfilling it. So y'all have such a great day, and it's so funny how this worked out, and I'm just so happy that I'm able to help.
I want to know what she did with the gifts. Did she just return them? Someone said she didn't even turn the gifts in. I'm not a kid person, nothing wrong with them, but just never had/wanted kids. I tend to go towards animal charities when giving, but let me tell you, when I grab an Angel Tree card, that kid is getting anything on their list and more. If you don't want to make a kid's Christmas special, don't grab a card. It's that simple. Thank you for fixing the situation. Shout out to CO Housewife for fixing this whole situation, for Cookie Dough to go ahead and act like she got the gifts that her girl angel really wanted. all for the girl angel to not get them from her. I just think it's diabolical. I'm glad that CEO Housewife did go above and beyond for this angel and did what was right. Not saying you have to go above and beyond for every single person in the world that you're buying a gift for, but the bare minimum is just getting something off the list in my opinion. And so shout out to CEO Housewife for doing that. Alright y'all, that is it for today's video. Let me know what you thought about this whole situation down below. People are calling this lady the Angel Tree Grinch. Sorry. So let me know if you think she was a Grinch. And also too, let me know your opinion about getting things on the angels list. Because I think that could also be a debate too. Like, it's not like everyone has the budget for these things. Do you think that even if you can afford one thing that was specifically on the angels list, and let's say it's $35, is it okay to do that one thing? Or do you think they should have more than one gift to open on Christmas? And you know what? That's up to you. I'd really like to know your thoughts about that down below. Other than that, if you celebrate, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving and a good week. I say this every video, but I am hoping to be a lot more active for at least the month of December because I just know we have a lot of travel coming up. My cousin is getting married on New Year's, and so I just want to be able to make sure that I have some things up for you guys. I really miss this. I feel like this has awakened something in my soul. Just know that I've been thinking of y'all. And so has the baby. So yeah, let me know if you have any video ideas for me down below. I have so many things that I have saved that I have not started a video on. Like, we have the Danish deception going on. And so I was thinking about doing a video on that. Would that be too late if that comes out in a week? Tell me your thoughts. I still, like my favorite creators, I still watch their videos even if the topic is from 2 weeks ago. So let me know if you'd like to see that from me. Are you someone that prefers the newest news, or would you watch it still if it was a topic from 2 weeks ago? Let me know down below. Other than that, as always, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you don't, I just appreciate you being here, and I will see y'all in my next video.